Hello, soul family. So, I don't have a lot of time today, and I think it's supposed to be that way. I feel like Spirit wanted us to just bring some time together. Uh, I wanted to show you this feather too. It just keeps coming up. This is from an old friend of mine who lost his life, Foghorn Leghorn. Amazing, beautiful rooster. So, for some of you, if that resonated with you, or you've been seeing roosters, or maybe your rooster is your, um, in Chinese astrology, that is your um, animal, then this message is for you. If not, let it bypass. There's a lot of people that watch these, so we have no idea exactly who it's for, right? Unless it's one on one. I've been hearing that from a lot of readers lately, and it's so true. I think the internet can be a really beautiful, cool place of learning, but it can also be a place where there's judgment and compulsion, and I think it breeds addiction, and there's just all of these things. So it was interesting to me. I've been going through my own stuff. For those of you who know, I have another channel called The Magical Medium. There's a link below. Not below here, but like on my page. It's in there, and it's also in the other channels or something like that. I almost said community section, but for some of you, there might be a message in the community section of either this channel or the other channel. I don't know, but I just heard that. But yeah, today is the first quarter moon, and I was saying to my husband, I'm like, it feels so weird. Like, I'm like, I've already missed the new moon, the waxing crescent, and now today the first quarter moon, and it's on a moon day, and I was just like, a big moon cycle on a moon day? I'm not gonna do anything. Because I've been in like this weird bargaining stage where I was like, I miss doing readings, I miss my people. Like, it's almost been difficult to actually like put like energy into myself. That's like a whole other issue for a whole other day. But this feels today, it's just a different energy, because I feel like this moon cycle began in kind of a very chaotic, I keep hearing the word abrupt energy, when it went from the Taurus moon to the Cancer moon. It was like this kind of interesting energy, because it was also like, you know, Gemini season, or excuse me, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, it was the full moon. Yeah, that's what it was. The moon cycle started in Taurus. Then 2 days later, it was Gemini season. And it's been doing this kind of thing. And there's a reason for it. It's like the energies are dragging for a reason. Also, I put oil in my hair. My hair is going under an oil bath right now. That's, you're wondering, it's not wet, it's oil. But not that you care. I don't know. I just felt like the need to say that. But yeah, it's just like all these like massive transformations. And so like me and my close like people, we've all been going through stuff. And then I can feel that the tribe is too. Spirit, if you notice, I posted 2 shorts on the Magical Medium. I think I posted 2 shorts. I don't know. I post on two. I don't know, because they've been like pulling me away, but also like it's just been a blur. It's like since the last reading I did for you guys, which was like a week and a half ago, it's just been like a blur of things that have been going on, and our one of our soul family members moved up here for the summer, so like we've been doing things with them, and solstice. It's just been a lot of change, a lot of change. And as much as I welcome it, it's also made me feel a little ungrounded. And speaking of ungrounded, I've I feel like I've been like bargaining like with spirit, where I'm like, oh, I just feel like doing a reading today. Like, can I just do a reading? It doesn't have to be a moon reading. Like, I just like want to do readings today. I was like an addict, like bargaining for it. And I was like, was I addicted to my channel? And they were like, no, it was like I had like addicted myself to this schedule for a year and a half, because I felt like I needed structure. I felt like spirit felt like I needed structure. So I just kept doing what I felt like I was meant to do. And I've been right all along. It's just that now I'm in this phase where like summer has officially begun, and spirit wants me to take it easy. They want me to like take it easy, take a break. Um, those who've been following my story, uh, there was another sabbatical was taken on the cabin because they had vacation, which I don't, it's all fine, whatever. And then they stopped by here the other day. It's like, July 1st, you're going to be in there. And I was like, no. It was like, I just felt like this sinking feeling. And I said, you know what? You don't have to put a date on it. I'm like, we've gotten this far, like, you know, and I was just very real with them. And I was like, I'm at the point now where I'm like, whatever happens, happens. If we're meant to go live somewhere else, it will come into our orbit. If we're not, we are meant to live here, and things will work out the way they're supposed to. And this whole thing has been so challenging. And also, I know I have so much to say. I have so much that's been going on. I mean, so many things I want to talk to you guys about. But also it's because it's not just the seasonal thing. It's energetically, like there's just something happening everywhere, and I'm watching it, and the patterns that I'm seeing is that people are saying, well, I normally do this, or I usually do this. And I was getting into that too, because I'd fallen into this pattern. I couldn't really take a day off. I mean, I could, or I could move the readings around. And it wasn't like it was a job. I was like clicking a fucking time card and getting paid. It was nothing like that. It was just something that I spoke to Spirit about, and I felt like they wanted me to do, and I did it. And then when it was done, they were like, "Why are you getting so attached to it? Like, we told you there was always going to be an ending, And I thought, well, at the year, And then there were signs where actually I think they were either showing me that it was going to end, or I was meant to end before. But whatever, either way, it worked out the way it's supposed to. But I'm just noticing that, really genuinely how much our words have power. And if something isn't supposed to happen in a certain time frame, no matter how much you push it, no matter how much whatever, Spirit's going to be like, and they're going to fucking chop you down. Whether it's like, so he's like, oh, I'm going to get you in by July 1st. And he is really close. They are really fucking close to getting us in. However, when he said that, I just felt this like this sinking, like an elevator shaft, like I fell down a shaft, and I was like, no. And I feel like it was just another gauntlet that he laid, because he's used to, like, he's from the military and things are on time and they have to be a certain way. And I've been trying to get him to like flow with Spirit, and everything's in Spirit's time. And I'm like, we are flowing in Spirit's time. But I was like, if you try to ram that fucking square peg in that round hole, nothing's going to fucking happen. And it's just going to be friction, and it's not going to work. And, and so today's like, hey, the generator broke, but I got to get this part. And I was like, and it's like a really fancy schmancy, very expensive, like nice generator. You know what I mean? It's not some like, so I was like, interesting, because there's not enough solar power for him to use the power tools and stuff to finish up. So it's just really interesting. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not going to freak out about it. I'm starting to see the pattern of it and not get angry. But I was getting angry too, because it was part of my control. And Spirit's like, they're like, we're going to keep coming at you till you fucking stop it. And I feel like eventually I'll have that conversation with him, but like right now I'm just going to like let it ride. You know what I mean? I'm just going to let it, whatever, unless they like pull me to like talk to him about it. But then today, one of our tribe members, they're having an issue too, like a health issue. And they're like, I just want to dance. I just want to do this. And I just want to do that. And I was like, I get it. Because I wanted to do certain things too. And out of nowhere, like 3 days ago, Spirit put a hair up my ass to make fucking edibles. I forgot that I had this oil that a friend of ours had given us a long time ago. That actually he had given me a syringe of like hash or whatever. It's legal where I live. And I think it was, I don't know what it was, but it was something, in the realm of cannabis. It was a form of, actually, I don't remember exactly. Anyway, long story short, they gave me this little piece of it, and he's like, this is concentrated, like, holy shit, like, blah, blah, blah. He's like, but, because I had been talking about making edibles back then. So I put it in this oil, I sealed it up, and I put it away. When we packed everything up last year, when we sold Big Camper and we we're moving on, that one thing was pulled to come with me. And I thought, isn't that interesting? It's been there for years. And I've always been like, should I, not years, but like a really long time, at least 2 years. So that's why I say I feel like it's 3 now, because I feel like it was 2 back then, but whatever, time flows together. And long story short, I was pulled to make these brownies, but I didn't have like certain things, so it almost became like this like chocolate bread pudding thing, whatever. And of course, I'm not going to give it to anyone unless I experiment with it myself. So at first I was like, I'm not really feeling it. I was like, I'm experimenting, I'm microdosing. So I'm seeing like how my body's affected by it, what's going on, because I use cannabis every day. It's part of my medicine. So I was just like, how can I, help others? Then I got this vibe to make a tincture for my friend who's having a problem with their foot. And I was like, oh my gosh. And Alder was pulled to to brew some of his plant medicine as well. And the friend that I'm speaking about that's up here that I'm making the thing for their foot, they were making rose water and like some other stuff. Like they were working with herbs and lavender. And then yesterday they're like, isn't that interesting that all three of us, like we were all together on solstice, and it was like, then we like parted ways and we were going to actually hang out with them sooner, but things didn't really work out and all these things. But we were all meant to be where we are. And she's like, isn't it interesting that all three of us are working with plant medicine on our own? And I was like, yes, because Alder's been doing his stuff. It takes him, it's like this really cool brew thing he does for like a few days. And he's been doing that outside. He's been like loving life. And I've been working in here, but I've been like almost comatose because edibles, I'm used to the flower. That's like my jam. But edibles, I'm like, what? You know what I mean? I'm like, what? Like, I can't really move. They kind of really, and it makes you realize how different, like, why cannabis is such a powerful plant and why it's such a great healer. Because, like I said to my friend, I'm like, when I was making it, I'm like, dude, this is going to be some serious, like, salve, So I was like, it's perfect because it'll help them to heal and stay sedentary. So I'm going to bring them some of the edibles and some of the stuff for their foot. And it's been helping me too, because I'm like, what next? What should I do now? Like, I just did the floors. What should I do now? And Spirit's like, fucking relax. Because I've been putting myself in this like cage of like where I should be. When I looked, it was 11 and then 22. I can't see what the other thing is because of the reflection, but I saw 11 and I have 22 minutes and 26 seconds on my phone, which is also the number 12, which I keep seeing that and the number 3. So anyway, but I saw 11:22. So if you're seeing that same day I saw 11:22, 11:33, 11:44, 11:55. Wasn't trying to, just happened to like look over whatever. Then later that night when I was like working with Spirit, like late at night, I saw 22, 23, 22, 20, 22, 44, and 22:55. And I was looking to see, and like I was thinking about this or that, and I just got this thing from Spirit. They're like, you're so fucking close, you're on the path, like you're so close. They're like, you got this, you got this, you got this. And I was like, we got this, So we've all been like trying to stay in a high vibration, but I've had my moments. Don't get me wrong, because I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with myself? And I've been singing and doing the things I always do, but it's just like, I feel this like void, like something's missing. And then I kind of felt this today where they were like, it was going to be like an old school, like a little talk and a reading. And I knew we were going to be working with medicine from the animals because birds have been everywhere for me. And today my husband was outside working on stuff. Let me see if I can, hold on. I'm doing this with my opposite hand. Is that better? But this little beautiful feather. We have a lot of different birds around here, from eagles to ravens to these little yellow birds that look like a canary. Oh my gosh, they're so cute, but they have black on them. Oh, they're so cute. Saw them last year. They came back. They actually came to visit me. I've only seen one. There were 2 last year, and I think he's trying to tell me he lost his spouse. But just interesting. I feel like even the birds are like, wow, you're not in the house yet. Interesting, but you'll be in there. Like they were just really cute. So then spiders were all around today. I was walking into the bathroom. I'm like cleaning. I'm like spraying the mirror. Go to spray the mirror, and I see this spider like right in front of my face. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? So I went to put them somewhere nice. And then I was like, went to go and get some clothes off the line, and there was a little spider on the thing I was like moving. Really cute, like one of those little jumpy spiders, super cute. And I was like, okay, I get it. So Spirit just wanted me to tell you to like chillax. I know, even if you're southern hemisphere, we are in summer, we are in winter. And also it always takes, we've talked about this so many times, it always takes like that time in between, whether it's a moon cycle change, an energy change of the zodiac, or if it's a season change. We need time to adjust to it. We need time to like kind of breathe in the new air and let go of what's past and change our languaging. And the thing I got from Spirit is, if you used to do it and things aren't working, change up your routine. right? I normally do this. I normally do that. No. If your body is telling you to rest, rest. If your body is telling you to wake up in the middle of the night and write a fucking screenplay, do it. You will adjust to whatever, you know what I mean? Like, people are like, oh, I have to go to my job. I have to, you'd be surprised. Some people actually function better in interval sleeping. You know, I knew a dude that used to like go home from work and fucking sleep for like 2 or 3 hours, get up, have dinner at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, stay up till like 2 in the morning, sleep like another 4 hours and start again. You know, it's like whatever works for you. It's so individualized. It's so important that you don't try and fit in with the Joneses. That's also why there are so many things that keep coming back. I've been watching patterns of things. Spirit drew me to watch this show called The Dead Zone. If you haven't seen it, I highly, highly recommend you binge watch it. We've been binge watching it. I love Anthony Michael Hall. He was the geek in Breakfast Club. And we just watched an episode with Ali Sheedy in it as a guest, so that was really cool too. That was interesting. I don't want to say too much, but there's so many interesting things. I've been having so many breakthroughs about my gifts, my telekinesis, not my telekinesis, my telepathy, my empathy, like just all these things about myself as an energy, as an entity. I've been working with the cannabis medicine, really working with my pendulum, you know, saying to spirit, should I smoke before bed? Should I not smoke before bed? Should I, you know, and I can tell I'm working in my sleep state too. All of the dimensions, everything is coming together. We're starting to wake up even further, deeper, deeper, deeper. And it can feel really off-putting. It can feel really ungrounding. Okay. So before we start this, I have about 5 minutes. So just close your eyes for a minute. If you can. If you can't, then just connect with spirit. I call upon your higher self and my higher self. I call upon the healing energies of the universe, particularly the Reiki energy. If you would like to accept this healing energy, all you have to say is, I accept this energy with love and grace and gratitude. Thank you, Spirit. And whatever languaging feels good. You don't have to say my exact words. I don't have much time. Thank you, Spirit. This container is divinely protected. The energy space is protected. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit, for blessing this beautiful tribe, for blessing this soul, these souls. Thank you, Spirit. Take in the healing. I call upon our higher selves and these healing energies to heal us from the inside out and the outside in. Every single bit of us. I ask that you repair and bless and heal our outer fields, our auric fields, as within, so without. Thank you for balancing and clearing and cleaning our chakras of that which no longer serves us. Thank you for unblocking the chakras that need to be unblocked. Whatever's in everyone's greatest and highest good, I claim it for them. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, nature medicine. Thank you, healing medicine. Thank you to our higher selves. Thank you for connecting us together. With grace and gratitude and love, we thank you so much for being here today. Thank you, Spirit. I hear it. Thank you. We accept these healing energies, Spirit. Thank you for balancing and clearing our chakras and ridding us of that which no longer serves us. Thank you to the first quarter moon energy and to the moon day magic. Thank you. Thank you for the messages. Okay, you guys, so listen, they told me this while I was sending that to you. I'm going to stop this right here. And if you're interested in learning about the spider spirit medicine, I felt myself push it down. If you are interested in learning about the spider spirit medicine, follow in either the description box or in the comments below to the link if you would like to learn more about it. If not, if you feel like this is all you came here for, thank you for being here. Thank you for being alive on this planet right now when it is a very, very struggling, tumultuous time. but stay in your high vibration. Go with your flow. That's what I keep getting from Spirit. We need to go with our flow. And the usuallys, and I used to, or this is what I always do. No, no, no. Nothing ever changes if nothing ever changes. And I tell you from pure experience, I feel like here I am, wagging my finger at my friend. Get off your feet, dude. Like, just, you will dance again, I promise, blah, blah, blah. Don't make it worse, But at the same time, I'm getting from Spirit that I needed to relax too, yet I'm taking care of my husband. I'm taking care of our familiar. You know what I mean? Like, I'm taking care of the house. I'm constantly, because I'm feeling like this nervous energy. I'm watching readings. I'm coloring. I'm almost like nervous energy. And then I realized once I started working with the edibles, and was feeling that my body was just like, what? I feel like that was Spirit the same for me. I'm a triple Sag and my moon's in Scorpio. I have a lot of Sag in my chart, a lot of fire, and I just want to move and I want to shake and I want to go and I want to flow, my water, my moon, my emotions. I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go. What's next? What's next? I got it. You give it to me, I do it. Hey, I do the fucking work, man. I didn't come out of a box like this, I say this all the time. I'm looking down for the time because I don't want to, I got about another minute or so to say this to you. But with sincere love and grace and gratitude, I ask you to make those changes. They're not easy. I had to make a lot of changes myself. I'm nothing near like the person I used to be. And I still hold guilt with that, or family things. The ancestors, my family that have crossed over have been showing me this, what I have to do. And I was looking at it as a burden. Then I watched this Dead Zone episode where he's a psychic. And he has these, I don't want to give too much away, but there's this moment where he's kind of throwing a baby tantrum about it. And he's like, I don't want to. And he's locked in his house for weeks. He won't talk to anybody, won't touch anybody, because anybody he touches, he knows things. And I understand that. And so I was like, oh, dude, it hit home for me. And it was when I was really high on the edibles. And I was and I went into this place and I healed that with Spirit. I know I still have more healing to do, but I felt that and I knew what they were trying to say. So there are signs everywhere. There are messages everywhere. Don't deny yourself who you are. Don't deny yourself what you're meant to do here. You have a gift. If you found your way here, you're very special. Go check out my readings on the Magical Medium. Anyway, I'm going to get cut off here, but if you're interested in learning more about the spider spirit medicine from the Native Americans, please follow the links. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other. I love you so much. Blessed be.